Yo, what is good, Swipe Nation? I hope you guys are having an absolute phenomenal day. And today, I have a fucking tricky subject for y'all, cause this is about CHS. If y'all don't know what that means, it's cannabis hypermesis syndrome, and it's a fuck thing that happens to your body if you smoke too much weed, but it's literally completely random, and it's just fucked. That's the only thing about it. But I'm about to get pretty deep into that. Well, not pretty deep, but I'm about to take a little dive into that, if you will. But right before we get in this video, I just want to say, for real, I love every single one of y'all. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. New face cam videos on the way soon. I'm working on some GoPro videos, but I love y'all. Let's get into this shit. If you go ahead and look up what CHS, or cannabis hypermesis syndrome, is, it'll tell you that it's a condition that leads to repeated and severe bouts of vomiting, and it's rare and only occurs in daily long-term use of marijuana. But it's pretty deep than that. There's a lot more layers to it than just vomiting, cause this shit happened to me twice, and it was the most painful experience I've ever had in my life. Like, for real, this shit was fucking terrible. When these two instances happened with me, it was probably about 7 months apart when they happened, and they just completely shut my body down. But it's been almost a year without it, so I think we're good now. I think we're on the right track, I think we're making some progress here, for real. But basically, I'm about to just go over what happened to me both times, how I got over it, what happened. So yeah, this shit was terrible. Like I said, it fucking sucked. So the first time was actually in July of 2021. This was the fucking worst. I got this shit for 2 weeks and my body was just completely dead. Like, there was nothing I could do. I was just bedbound for literally 2 weeks straight. Like, it was the worst feeling of my entire life. In my personal experience, there are no symptoms really leading up to this. Like, the 2 times I've had it, I've been like completely fine the day before. Maybe not completely fine. Like, I might have had felt like shit when I woke up or something, but that's just normal. Like, just a normal ass day before, and then the day of it just completely ruins my body. And it's completely different with every person. Some people don't get it as bad. Like, I've had people, like my friends, say they've got it for like a day or two, and they've just been really sick, puking like I did. But this shit was severe in my case, and I hope none of y'all get this, for real. But to start off the day, the first thing, right when I wake up, just immediately throwing up. Like, I don't have shit to throw up. Like, you go over to the toilet and I'm like throwing up for like 10 minutes. Like, there's not even shit coming up, but I can't move. Like, I'm so fucking sick. Like, I'm just sitting there, just like barely clinging to humanity at this point. Like, holy shit, wow. And finally, once the throwing up is over, that's when the pain kicks in. And there's really no cure to the pain, as I've found. You just kind of have to deal with the pain and like get used to it being in your stomach, because for me it was there for 2 weeks straight, and like I tried shit like icy hot, like rubbing it on my stomach, and it helped for like a minute or two, but then it just went back, and like I couldn't keep putting it on my stomach every few minutes. Like, that's just not comfortable, like getting up. Because, like, remind you, like, you're completely just bedbound or whatever, wherever you are, wherever you're laying down, that's where you are for, like, the entirety of your CHS time is wherever you can lay down. Like, there's no getting up, like, you're not exercising, there's nothing. But the throwing up usually only happened around the morning times for me. I did throw up later, like, I did end up throwing up later most of the days. But, like, the main time where I threw up, like, the most I threw up, like, the most painful it was definitely in the morning. Because I wake up with bad stomach pains, and it's just so severe, like I can't even process it, and then I just have to go in the bathroom and like throw up. It's just undescribable pain. Like, it's actually agonizing. Like, I swear I've never been inflicted with this type of pain before in my life. It's just so fucking horrible. Like, there were a few main things that happened to me, like really bad panic attacks. I never get panic attacks. I had to go to the hospital. I could not sleep for shit. Like, there was a few things wrong with me, and I'm just gonna go over them and explain what happened in depth, you know what I mean? So finally, once the actual throwing up and the stomach pain finally subdued enough for me to actually leave the bathroom and go lay down on the couch or something, that's when the panic attacks hit. And I never get panic attacks. Like, I'm not anxious about shit ever in life. Like, I never get this shit. But holy fuck, I can't even describe this shit to you guys. Like, when I tell you my entire body was uncontrollably shaking, it was so bad, and this shit happened frequently to me. Like, I, like, just couldn't even handle it. Like, I had to go outside and just, like, sit down. Like, I, like, literally could not handle myself because I was just shaking so fucking hard, uncontrollably, for no reason at all. And I just had, like, the worst look on, like, I don't even know, like, I was just, like, panicked. Like, I was just fucked in that moment. Like, I was just terrified. Now, I probably got these, like, 3 or 4 times a day, but when I got them, it was for, like, sometimes, like, 10 or 20 minutes at a time, and it was just so uncomfortable to be in my body. Like, I literally felt like I couldn't even live in my own body. Like, I was just so uncomfortable at that time. Like, I can't even describe to you guys how I felt. The only thing that really calmed me down from the panic attacks, like I said, was either going outside or talking to, like, family and friends. Like, I would either just talk to one of my parents, whoever's house I was at. I would just talk to them when it was happening, and it would calm me down, because, like, you know, I love my parents. Like talking to them, like, brings me calmness, you know. Or just talk to one of my friends, because, like, just to take my mind off of, like, the bad mindset that I have, I guess. Like, I don't really know what it is that caused me to have the extreme panic attacks that I was having, but I just needed something to distract myself, and I found that, like, talking to someone, just, like, about anything, like, literally the most random shit ever, just taking my mind off it worked a lot, and it actually did calm me down a lot. And now next we have the ability, or I guess the inability to eat. Now this shit really fucking sucked. Like, this shit fucks. Like, this was the worst. I could not eat anything. No appetite, could not take a bite out of anything. So, like, I had to eat shit like applesauce, or, like, you know what I mean, just, like, mushy shit, like, just, like, soup. Like, that shit was, bro, that shit's just so mid when you're sick. Like, it's, like, just, like, bro, I do not want that shit. Like, it's just so bad. And, like, there's just, like, so much good food around you, and it's just making you sick. Like, holy shit, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, the fumes of the food were making me sick, so, like, I could barely even eat shit at all. Like I said, I just had to have, like, applesauce. Now, unfortunately, there's actually no way to speed this process up. You're not going to be able to get your eating back by doing anything faster. Like, there's no way of going around it. Your body will tell you when you're ready to eat again. You're just going to know when your stomach pain subsides and you're actually getting back to normal. You'll be able to start eating more, what's it called? Not soft things, like, you know, like normal foods. You'll be able to have grease again and other shit like that. Also, do not drink anything acidic if you have CHS or CHS symptoms, because it's really fucking bad, and you will throw it up 100%. Like, it's just not good. Do not do it. Now, next, what do you do when you have CHS? Hey, there's really not shit you can do. Like, for me, all I did the entire 2 weeks that I had it and the entire 1 week I had it the next time, literally just watch movies. That's all I did. I did not have the energy to play my PS4. I could not watch YouTube. Like, nothing. Like, there was absolutely nothing I could do besides watch movies. Like, I was just completely restricted to laying there and just observing. No movement. There was nothing. Like, it truly just feels so weird. It feels like you're not even in your own body. Like, you don't have any control over your body. It's like a bad trip gone wrong. But, like, gone, like, fucking, like, 1,000 times wrong. It's so bad. It's literally undescribable. The one thing that I did do that actually did, I think, speed up the process of healing a little bit was going on walks. Going on walks was big when I had this, because, like, especially when I had, like, the anxiety attacks or whatever, like, I would just go outside and I would just, like, go pace around in my lawn. Like, getting outside, like, walking around, like, even if it's in your house, just going, like, walking around, like, pacing, just, it helps a lot. Like, just getting your muscles stretched so you're not just sitting there. And, like, you know, like, when you're sitting there and you're not moving, like, I forgot what happens, but you're not supposed to just sit there. Like, I don't even know, some shit happens. But I would definitely recommend moving your legs for at least, like, 20 minutes a day if you have this, just to keep your body active, so you're not just laying there and just dying, you know what I mean? You want to keep your body active and running. Like, you gotta fight, you know. You gotta get back in the game. You can't just die, you can't just run out, you can't let this shit run you. You gotta run it, you know. And the last big thing, which really, really fucking sucked, was going to the hospital because of no sleep. The sleep was so bad. Like, when I had this shit, it was just horrible. I could not sleep. The amount of pain that's in my stomach, I could not take my mind off it. There was no going to bed. if I was able to fall asleep for like the 30 or so minutes or whatever, I would just wake up and I would be having a panic attack. Like, it would be so bad. I had to go to the hospital both times because of this, and the hospital bill was like $1,000-something each time because I had to get like IVs and shit. I was just sitting there not in good shape at all. Like I'm telling you, I had to take off of school for this. I had to take off of work for this. There was no going around it. Like, this is super fucking serious shit. If it happens too many times, you can get your gallbladder removed. Like, you're gonna have to get your gallbladder removed eventually. So, hopefully that doesn't happen to me. But shit, you can live without your gallbladder, so I'll be straight. But like, that's just scary to think about. Like, it just terrifies me. Like, if this happens to me again, obviously I'm not gonna have to get my gallbladder taken out. But like, bro, this is just scary. Like I'm telling you guys, none of you guys have actually experienced the pain like I've felt. Like, it is so fucking horrible. I can't even put this on my worst enemy. And like I said, the second time this had happened to me, I just got all of the repeated symptoms. I got the fucking panic attacks, no eating, just bedbound, sick as fuck. Like, I got all that shit again. Like I said, it was about 7 months later. I had to take off of work. I just completely ruined my body. It was just so bad. When I got back to work, everyone said I looked like I had lost like 50 pounds because I just couldn't even eat. Like, my manager said that, all the people I worked with said that. I was like, damn, bro. They said like I looked like a skeleton. I was like, damn, I didn't think I lost that much weight for real. But this shit actually just destroys and it just riddles your body. It is not a good thing. And if you get this, you definitely want to go see the doctor as fast as possible so you can get this fucking just out of your system. I promise you do not want this to happen to you all. But hey, that was just a quick video. I just wanted to explain what my experience with CHS was and what I thought of it. Obviously, it's so fucking terrible. The worst experience I've had. Like I said, I wouldn't even wish it on my worst enemy. I would rather, like, oh my god. It is just so painful. I can't even explain the mental stress and the physical pain it caused on my body. Like, holy shit, it was just so bad. But hey, I appreciate y'all. If y'all made it to the end, hey, I fuck with you guys. For real, y'all are some loyal viewers. But hey, drop a like on this video. For real, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I fuck with every single one of y'all. I love every single one of you guys. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. A strong day. A courageous day for the Bin Swipe Nation. You already know. Stay blessed. I love y'all. Bin Swipe out.